Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your May 2026 tarot card reading. Let's get started. I call upon thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel sin of the operation of the secret wisdom, to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Gemini. Today we'll be using Thought Tarot and a Celtic cross spread. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like what I do here on the channel, please subscribe. If you would like to do something further, the link to my website is in the description. And thanks for being here today, Gemini. Let's see what's going on in your world for May 2026. Gemini. What's going on for Gemini in May 2026? Please and thank you kindly. Alright. Cut the deck. There we go. Okay, Gemini, you are showing up as the Eight of Swords, Jupiter and Gemini. What's crossing you, or might be challenging, is the Magus, or the Magician. Your foundations are represented by the Heir of Water, Prince of Cups. In your recent past, Gemini, you have the Universe, Saturnian energy. What you're currently thinking of or about is the Empress, Venusian energy. In your near future, you have the Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo. Your attitude, or how you see yourself, is the Hanged Man. Your environment is reflected by the Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo. Your hopes and fears, which are the same thing, the Aeon, or Judgment. And what you manifest ultimately is Earth of Air, the Princess of Swords. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And Gemini, thank you for being here. Let's get right into it. And that rhymed. It's funny. So you are showing up as the Eight of Swords, Loader, Short, and Force. Let's see. Jupiter in Gemini is expansion of multiplicity. And that just leads to a whole bunch of different thoughts. See all these different swords are being thrown in or being thrown at a situation, and it's making it so that you can't really do any one thing so well. Funny thing is about the Magus, which is your crossing energy, is the Magus, his main function is attention. His function of consciousness is attention. His double function is life and death. That's because when you pay attention to something, everything else loses life and dies, or is dead. So I feel like you're paying attention to a whole lot of different things, Gemini, in the month of May 2026. And because you are, it's hard for you to pay attention to any one thing and give it real life. Which brings us to what's crossing you, or your challenge, the Magus. Magus is a master, right? Master of meditation, of austerity, of whatever the Magus wants to be a master of, because he or she is attention, is focus. And I feel like that's what you really need to do. Or you don't need to do anything, Gemini, but it would serve you well to try and focus or try and concentrate on one thing at a time in the month of May 2026. You're a great listener, you have great perception, but when you're all over the place, you might get a lot of things done. It might lead you to some kind of great truth, but it's also It's like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backward. At any rate, the ground you stand on is represented by the Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups is someone who's very dark and mysterious, yet passionate, warns against simulated emotional gushing, is difficult to read, warm personality, but has a secret violence about them. Seeing as you are conflicted in the month of May 2026 in the realm of differentiation, air, thought, your emotions might not be, or that is, you might be coming off as someone who's emotionally conflicted, someone who's a little phony. And it's not like it's a bad thing. You're just, I see you being conflicted on the inside in here. So you're trying to present yourself as something that you might not be for other people. And that's not probably going to work out to your favor so well. It's going to create but some confusion between you and whoever it is you're in relation to in the month of May 2026, Gemini. Yeah, the Prince of Cups is, it's good for going after what it is you want, but right now, what it is you want is a tricky thing. At any rate, in your recent past, you have the Universe card. This is an ending of some sorts, a graduation, it's not a word, graduation or congratulations on your graduation. This is the crystallization of a matter, right? This is the synthesis of 4 elements, your relationship with the universe, the reward of awakening. More or less, I see for you, Gemini, something has come to an end. Perhaps you finished a class, a course, a relationship. Something is over. And Sagittarian energy is administrating you a new limit, as it were, a new challenge. So, something ended, you were successful. Which perhaps maybe brought you to this state of confusion about what to do next. What's currently on your mind is creation, the Empress, the ultimate creatrix of the universe. She loves all things equally. She understands the eternal life cycle of becoming and dying. One thing ends and another begins. But she's ultimately creation. Her main function of consciousness is imagination. Yeah, imagination. So, Gemini, you're feeling like, okay, this is over, but now what's next for me? I want to create something new, something better, something bigger, something greater, something that will serve people, that will help people, that will nurture them. And then you go off on this road. I want to create this, I want to create that, and that, and that, and that, and that. It's like a brainstorm in your mind. And this Magus comes along, it's like, okay, but what do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? Where do you really want to focus your attention as this Empress? It's a good question to bring to your awareness, I feel. In your near future, you have Mars and Leo, Lord of Valor. Mars and Leo is going up against something with all your strength and all your might, even though you have all these wands coming against you. You're so passionate about a thing that you're probably going to win, right? You have this club going up against all these nice looking clubs, and it's very primal. It's very just doing the damn thing, right? So in your near future, I see you going after a very specific or unique desire, creating a crude but successful enterprise. And you just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Decisively standing up for a plan alone if necessary. Gemini, you're doing it, and it doesn't matter to you if your force is shortened or if you don't have all the powers of the Magus at your disposal. You are going up against it, and since you're so passionate about this thing that you are bringing into the world, could be a child, whatever it is, you're going to be successful. That's what the Seven of Wands is about. So, let us pour some more tea for your little voice, and then see how you're looking at yourself. Hanged Man. Stabilizing intelligence. Moves from power, his path on the Tree of Life moves from power down into splendor, right? He's hanging out in power, but he can see the genius of splendor. He is both of them. Or she. More typically, it's being stuck in a situation where there's nothing that you can really do. So it's about surrendering, enlightenment through surrender, surrendering as a means of continuing. Could be relationship limbo, a state of limbo. Especially after this in your recent past, something comes to an end. And again, I get this theme here of, okay, I finished this thing, it was great, but now what do? I want to keep progressing, right? I'm Gemini, I have all these things, I'm great at all these things, I'm very smart, I'm very intelligent, I am fixed air. But what do I do next? Fixed. No, you're not fixed air. I think you are mutable air, but that's my shortcoming. I should have that. Yeah. At any rate, mutable air. Yeah. So yeah. Currently, you feel like you were just you were kind of stuck in the state of mental imprisonments and lack of persistence and not knowing what to do. So you kind of see yourself, perhaps, I don't want to say as a victim, because that's a choice, and I don't see that being a choice that you're making here, but as someone who's just like, what can I do? I don't know yet. Soon I will be able to know, and soon I will, because soon I'm taking action. Soon I'm going to do something that will be successful. Pretty hard, but successful. But this is making me a little bit frustrated. And that's normal. That's very normal. Yeah. Good thing about the Hanged Man, you have spiritual growth. Yeah. Yeah, this is what's going to lead you to your victory. In your environment, the people around you, whatever it is that surrounds you, you have the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is a short-lived victory, but a victory nonetheless. This might be people telling you, oh, you did a great job with whatever it is you accomplished. Good on you. You did great. That's awesome. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about, just enjoy the now. And while that might be true and good advice, it's like you are taking in all that. It's like, yes, awesome. I'm great. But I also want to do something else. I want to tweak this, right? I want to use this to my advantage. We have Jupiter and Leo, which tells Leo, hey, you can do it. You're the greatest. You're the Leo. Do your thing. People need to see you do your thing. Okay? And then you have Jupiter and Gemini, which is just, again, expansion of multiplicity. I don't want to say your environment's hurting you or hindering you, but it all makes sense. It's like, it's like, okay, I'm good, I'm great, but why do I want to create something else? Why do I feel passionate and ambitious about creating something else, so much so that I can't really hide it. But there is good stuff in your environment, because you did something, right? With this universe, you did something, and the victory may be short-lived, but it is lived and it is experienced by you, Gemini. So take it in while you can, even though I know it is hard for you. Your hopes and fears, the Aeon. This is the perpetual intelligence, represents being captured by the spirit of a new age, and what it tells me to tell you, Gemini, is that your hopes and fears are, again, what's next? What's happening? What's this new Aeon? Why do I not feel fulfilled? Why am I judging everything? Why can't I stop thinking? Why can't I stop thinking? Why can't I focus? And why can't I just do the damn thing already? Well, because, again, you don't know what it is yet. Once you do, this will begin. And this won't be so easy either, but it will be the beginning of something, right? You hope that's going to begin. You fear that it might not ever, right? Because this ended. Now it's time for something else to begin. Not yet, not in May 2026, but very, very, very soon. You're going at it. You're doing something, and you're succeeding. Mind separating the self via the body. Initial difficulties, yeah. This is a calling, and you will hear it call. You will. Just gotta give it some time, Gemini. Overall, what you manifest in the month of May 2026 is the Earth of Air, Princess of Swords. This is someone who is very optimistic, perhaps overly optimistic, is unburdened, is very enthusiastic, has enthusiasm that's not unburdened, that's not burdened by anything, is aware of problems but believes in solutions. As a liar or a fool when they see one. Stands up for what they believe in. It's very tactful. Warns against headwind attacks and sharp-tongued criticism. Be good to yourself, Gemini, in the month of May, no matter how hard it is or how confusing it may be. See this? Something is ending here, right? As he's jumping off into the next thing. Or he, whoever you are, right? Something has ended. And it's like you're jumping off and you're like, where's this? Where's my next thing to land on? You feel like, okay, I'll just think my way through this. I'll think my way to success. But the more you do that, the more it's just kind of thoughts without any kind of real focus. But once it comes to you, what it is you want to create, like I said, you're going for it. So right now, just try to enjoy your environment. Be the hanged man for a little while. Things are changing, and when things change, things in our consciousness, they lose the meaning that they had, and that can be frustrating, right? That can be scary, right? However, I see you as pulling through it. I see you as staying optimistic, standing up for what you believe in, and seeing things clearly, even though they're not. It's like you're seeing that things aren't clearly, if that makes sense. Makes sense to me, so it makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a great May, and I will catch you in the next one. Much love. Bye-bye.